I'm with Kara.
Yes.
And today we're kind of doing a different video than we've done. We're going to be telling our paranormal story times. Yay!
Yeah!
We have our EMF and our cat ball
in the back.
just in case anything makes these go off. Who knows?
And she's going to light incense.
And I'm going to light incense right now. Yeah. This is my last incense. It's lit.
She broke.
I am.
No, I'm kidding. You just blew smoke on the phone.
Yeah, but it looks cool. Okay. Incense is lit. All right. So, I'll have Kara go first, and then I'll go last.
Okay. Well, basically, I don't, like, the experiences don't really start until later, but when I was, so I don't know if I consider this experiences, but when I was young, I'd have persistent nightmares, and I'd be able to feel presences, like, you know, like the typical, when you go up this, like, when you turn off the light at the bottom of the stairs and then you run up the stairs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just can feel when things are in the room and when the energy changes. And that's been since I was young. I guess, would my first one be, so I've had my family tell me a few, like, stories of their own, but I guess my personal first one would be, it happened a couple of years ago. Basically, so my entire family, they were off to bed. Like, it was nighttime, it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I had school the next morning, and my mom obviously would drive me to school. So my parents were in bed, and there was, like, no one downstairs. And I just went downstairs for a drink of water. And when I went downstairs, I, like, opened the fridge, I took a sip of water, and just as I was putting it back, I, like, heard something. And I'm like, and I look over towards the door, and my lunchbox that I take to school had fallen. So I was like, oh, okay. At first I didn't think anything of it, because I was like, okay, you know,
Gravity.
It fell.
Gravity.
You know, it fell. But I close the fridge door, I look over once again, and my lunchbox, I kid you not, I swear to God, it's a square lunchbox. So it's on the floor. I visually see it flip over onto the middle of the carpet. And keep in mind, so my front door, there's my front door, and then there's a carpet, like, right in the doorway, and then there's a coat rack right on the left side. And there's like boxes of stuff, like scarves and hats and stuff. And my lunchbox was on top of that, so it just fell right onto the floor next to the carpet. And it rolled over onto the middle of the carpet. So that was like, I was like, I spent a good 20 minutes after that being like, so I'm trying to figure out a way that I could rationalize this. How did this happen? Like, how could this possibly have an explanation? And I'm like, I can't come up with one.
And it's a square lunchbox. Like, how does it...
I showed Casey what it looks like. Like, I don't...
There's no way it could have, like... It's not round like a ball. You know, it doesn't roll. It's like a square lunchbox that can't...
And then, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna tell the ones that happened on my own. Okay, and then there's... I can't speak. There's been a few more times where I've seen things move on their own, and I'm like, don't know how that happened. That doesn't have a rational explanation. one of them being for like a little while. I don't know why I thought this was normal. For like a little while, I would wake up and I would wake up in the morning, I would look over, and I have like a little chandelier on so like I have like not like a dresser, like a makeup, what do you call that?
A vanity.
A vanity, like it holds my makeup and my hair stuff, and on that I have a chandelier. And it's like across the room from my bed, right? So I would wake up and I would look over to the chandelier, and the like things of the chandelier, I don't know what that's called, but they were moving with no explanation. Now keep in mind, although I do sleep with my AC on, my AC is not powerful enough to do that. And also I have it right in front of my bed, which is across the room. The air doesn't reach over there.
Yeah. And I've been to her house. Like, I understand, like, the layout of her room.
That's why I'm like, in order to understand my paranormal experiences, you gotta understand the layout of my house.
Yeah.
And then there was another time. There was another time, I was texting Casey after this happened, and I gave her a little example of what it was like. I was just laying on my bed, just minding my own business. Now, I have, like, this, like, colorful kind of, I don't know how you explain. It's like those big balls, and I just like to I like to throw it against the wall, because I don't know, I'm weird. I just like to have things to, like, play with, and like, whatever, like, fidget stuff.
We're both fidget.
Yeah. And so I have this like toy like ball that's basically, I mean, kind of meant for kids, but like, you know what I mean. And it's this rubber ball. It was laying on my bed. It was like in front of me, but not so close that this is something that I could have done. All of a sudden, I'm like just minding my own business. I'm on my phone, and then all of a sudden I look up, and the ball moves on its own.
She sent me a video.
Yeah, I sent her a video of an example of like,
and it was like, there was no way.
My AC wasn't even on that time. Like, there was no, that just went to red.
The EMF is going off to red.
Oh, I got a text, hold on. I'm silent, because
Look, it's going off to red.
Bro.
I'm scared to move it, but it's going off to red. Wow, it went off to red.
That's not even anywhere doing that. Like.
The smoke. Okay. Yeah, the incense is going nuts right now. Anyway.
And then, like, other than that, I don't know. I haven't seen, like, figures or anything, but I've seen weird, like, lights and probably orbs out of the corners of my eyes. But I haven't seen figures or shadows.
So now it's my turn. Okay. So, yeah, Kara hasn't seen figures, but I have. So I have seen a lot of stuff.
I have not seen figures yet.
Yet. We're gonna get her there. But
I'm trying to work on my clairvoyance.
Yeah. But my first experience, I want to say I was maybe like 6, 7 years old. And I woke up in the middle of the night, and I look over to my window, which was also across the room, and I see the figure of a man, and I didn't feel like negative. I didn't feel like I was in danger. I didn't feel like I had to go get my mom or my grandma. So I went back to sleep. You know, man by the window, inside of my room. I'm just gonna go back to bed. It's fine.
Well, because kids are actually more like, I mean, people say that kids are like scared of that stuff. Honestly, they're really not that, like, really as kids, you're not that scared. You can sense when things are not either not good or if they're all right.
Like, I knew that I was safe and I was fine. So I went back to sleep. So I wake up the next day and I'm like, I feel like that was my grandfather. Now, my grandfather passed away before I was even born, so I never got to meet him. So it was kind of weird that I was like, that's my grandfather. Fast forward another few years, and my mom and one of her friends, or my aunt, they surprised me with a psychic reading. And I walk in around like the end of the reading. She looks at me and she goes, "You saw your grandfather." And I took that as confirmation that it was him, and that I feel like he's one of my spirit guides, and that he's always there, making sure I'm okay, keeping me safe. And there's another story with him where there's no like confirmation, so we don't know for sure if it's real or if it's true. But we both live in New York. So when Sandy hit, and my whole street was flooded, all the houses lost power. The EMF is going back on. The only house that was not flooded and the only house that did not lose power was my house. So me, my mom, and my grandma believe that someone or something put like a protective bubble around my house and nothing happened. My second experience is more like a psychic premonition, at least I think.
I think I know.
Yeah, so when I saw my grandpa, I was like 6 years old, 7 years old. So at this point, I was like maybe like a year later. So like I was 8, maybe. Did that go off?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I was like 8 years old. And again, I woke up in the middle of the night, but I do just want to say that like I always sleep with my bedroom door shut. It's never open.
I'm the opposite.
It's never open. I don't like sleeping with my door open. So my door is closed when I go to sleep. I wake up in the middle of the night and my door is open, wide open. And the way that the house was set up was from my room, from my bed, you can look out my door into the hallway, and it's like this long hallway, and then there's a corner, so if you turn right, you're in the living room. So I wake up, I'm in bed, and I'm looking down this hallway, and at the corner at the right, where the living room is, I see this little girl like peeking out from the corner, and it didn't scare me. Like I was just like, okay, yeah, little girl in the corner.
Why are we so casual about our paranormal?
I know, it's just like, yeah, it's fine.
just like, yeah, that's normal.
Yeah. And again, I was like, I'm nothing negative, I feel safe. I went back to bed. And that was that experience. But then I think it was like a year or two after that, so now I'm like 9 years old, 10 years old. My stepmother at the time sits me down and she tells me that she's pregnant and that I'm gonna have a little sister. Didn't think about that experience, but then my sister is born and she turns like, I don't know, 9, and she looked identical to the little girl that I saw. And that was just, it kind of freaked me out, but not to the point where I was like scared of it. I've never been scared of things like this. And then I've been seeing things since then. Just on and off, just like I'll be walking through my house.
She'll just casually tell me she saw a shadow.
Yeah, and like I'll be walking through my house and I'll turn around and out of the corner of my eye I see a shadow figure standing in my doorway. Or I would walk in here, actually in my living room, and I would look down and see a black mist like running on the floor. And recently I had to put my dog down. Her name was Pixie and she was a black dog. And me and my mom, I think, have both heard disembodied barking in the backyard. So I feel like it could be her.
Wait, that's incredible.
Yeah, so little things here and there I've seen, I've heard a mimic in the backyard where me and my dog, we were out in the backyard, and I was like, Daisy,
Nah, I don't know.
Daisy, and then a few like seconds would go by, and then I heard Daisy, but I didn't say it, but it was in my voice, and yeah, it was. I was not expecting that. Now we have a mimic.
Ah! No! Oh my god, the EMF just went off. Okay.
Yeah, so those are my personal experiences, but
Oh wait, I remember another one. Okay, so I
this
didn't
is a
know
personal?
if this one. Yeah, this is.
Personal?
I mean, this is about like this is mine. Like this is one that I experienced. So another thing is I would wake up because I always had an interest in the paranormal, and I would watch paranormal like videos and stuff, like Jesse. EMF went off, like Jesse V and everything, and I really loved that, and that's also why I would have nightmares, because then I wouldn't stop thinking about it, because child me didn't know that I had to stop thinking about it in order to not have nightmares.
yeah.
But another thing is, I started randomly waking up at 3 a.m. And I don't know, that wasn't typical for me, but it just started basically all of a sudden.
That flickered. It went to like the second green.
Oh.
Yeah.
And one time when I did, I woke up and I saw my brother's so I'm the opposite, like I said, I'm the opposite of Casey. I leave my door a crack open because I don't know, I was a weird paranoid child, and like I was literally, I don't know why. I was literally like, you know, if something happens and I scream and I keep my door open, my parents might hear me better if I scream. I don't know, I'm weird. So I always have my door open, but only a crack when I'm sleeping. And also because like there's light in, but not too late usually. But I look, so I can see out, because my room's here on the left side, and then my brother's room is right like past it down the hallway, so I can see my brother's room through the crack in my like my brother's door, my brother's bedroom door, through the crack in my door. And I saw that he had his light on at 3 a.m. and I was like, okay, you know, it didn't shock me too much. My brother and my dad have always been people to stay up late, you know. It's not too abnormal. But I went to him the next day and I was like, so I don't know if this is a dream or not, but like, were you up at 3 a.m.? Because I swear I saw your light on in your bedroom. And he was like, no, I wasn't. Like, I was, like, he was like, I was asleep. That just went off.
I didn't even see it.
So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That might have been a dream. Maybe he was lying to me. I don't know.
And
What's going on?
You mentioned shake experiences that we've shared. I don't remember any.
What the what do you mean?
I don't remember like shared experience. I mean, I remember Kings Park. And that's like it.
Well, yeah, that was basically what it was. I mean, we went to Sleepy Hollow Cemetery. Not too much happened there. I remember I asked Casey if she felt anything, because she was like, you know, I'm sensitive, and she was like, yeah, I definitely felt an energy. That was it. We went to Kings Park. Now, Kings Park, y'all, don't go there at night. They don't want you there at night.
Yeah,
it's security protected.
We got in trouble.
We were warned that we were gonna get in trouble. We did not get in trouble.
We did get in
trouble. No, but we went there because it's supposedly haunted, which I believe it is.
Yeah.
And basically we had our equipment and everything going, and there was like a few things like, you know, being said on like the Spirit Talker app that we have, and we had that going.
And most of it actually correlated with, because Kings Park is an abandoned mental hospital, and a lot of what was said that I remember correlated with, like, usually what happens.
At one point, we heard, what was it, like women or ladies or something, like randomly, and but what really amped it up is when we got to the back, like the very, very back, there was like these bushes surrounding it, and we started to hear like noises from these bushes.
Yeah.
And I got a little freaked out because I was like, I wasn't worried that it was like, you know, a demon. I was worried that it was gonna be like animals coming to attack us. I'm like, oh no.
So I shined a flashlight over there because there's like kind of like a hole where you can see through the bushes, and I didn't see any animal. Like there wasn't an animal.
I don't know what it was.
There was no wind either. Like, I just want to make it clear that there was no wind. Like, it was either an animal or something else. So.
Oh my god! Wait, don't stop. Please keep going, please.
That is going off
Did
to
it stop?
red.
Did it stop?
Red. No, it didn't stop.
Oh my god. Sorry,
that
I have to
going off to red. As soon as I said that.
That's insane. Oh my god. Wait, I wonder if I can include... I'll send you this clip and we can include it so that they can see, because that's insane. It's not stopping.
It's not stopping.
Why are we so in sync right now?
That is insane. I've never seen it go off that much this long.
What in the hell? That's crazy.
So, yeah, no wind. No. Yeah, so no wind. No.
I literally remember saying, I feel like we're surrounded right now. That's going off again.
And then wasn't there someone on the equipment, the phone app, and it was like telling us to leave, and then all of a sudden, like was it like security or something?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
They were like, you gotta go, like you need to leave, and then my mom was like, I was filming on my phone a little bit. I was using my phone for the equipment, and my mom had sent me a text that I didn't see, and she was like, we have to leave, like we gotta go, and I didn't see the texts, but the voice on the equipment was like, you gotta go, you gotta leave, blah blah blah.
Yeah, so which is really weird because I think she saw the security first, right?
Yeah, so I had the feeling like we need to leave, and then the voice said like, yeah, you have to leave.
That's literally what I said. I feel like we're surrounded right now.
We need to leave. So we start heading back, and as we're heading back, like I thought it was a cop car at first. I was like, oh god, we're getting like arrested or something.
It was like security.
But security was coming, and I'm like, we knew. Like, the spirits knew, my mom knew, and we just felt.
That was so weird. Yeah, we almost got in trouble, but we didn't. We did not get in trouble. We were just warned. They were basically like, okay, don't stay here, and like, you gotta go.
Yeah,
or
for
you
your
will
safety.
get in trouble.
For your safety, because there's no one working at night. But I remember me and my mom had walked there, and we've been there during the day, and they're fine with that, because it is a public park. So people live there, actually. People have like houses there. So
dude, when I say going up there, you can feel the energy. You just feel like it's like
especially
haunted.
at night.
You feel
especially at night.
Yeah. I like going there. I was like, wow, I feel like there's something here. Like, I want to say it feels like there's something watching us, but it's like not super like negative.
I didn't even show Kara the other buildings. Like, she just saw the main building, the big building. But off to the side, there's like so many buildings. There are so many buildings off to the side of the main building. And I actually got to like go up to them and
do you want to talk about your mom's experience?
Oh, so my mom had an experience there too. And she had went there with one of her friends at the time, and they looked out of their car window. They didn't get out of the car, but they looked out the window and saw like a man or someone walking out of the building. So my mom's friend turns around and she's like, do you see him too? Like, should we leave?
Do you see him too?
Do you see him too? So they end up...
That, I think, just went off.
Did it?
Yeah.
So they try to look over at the man, and he's gone. Like, dude is gone. So my mom's friend is freaking out. She's like, drive! He's on the car! Drive! So they drive off, and nothing. Like, no one was there. No one, like, it was...
I think that just flickered.
Did it?
Yeah.
But that was my mom's experience at Kings Park, and...
So then, not only did we go to Kings Park, we also went to, oh my god, what's it called again?
Mount Misery Road?
Oh, Mount Misery Road. That was an interesting experience.
Yeah.
It
was, we weren't there for that long, but we had, the Sear app on.
Yeah, wait, okay, we'll get to that. Wait, was that, oh wait, no, never mind, that was first? Yeah.
What?
So
I think so.
Yeah, so there's this myth that if you go under, there's like a bridge, and there's this myth that if you go under the bridge like three times, that just flickered, then like, I guess someone will appear or something will happen.
Yeah.
So we did that with the car. We went under the bridge 3 times. I had my Sear app open, and I kid you not.
Yeah.
I kid you not. The picture that I got looked demonic, to say the least. It gave me the worst feeling that I had felt. All of that just went off. It gave me the worst feeling that I had felt spiritually at that point. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I felt off. Like, I actually have the same feeling now talking about it than I did back then. Like, it's not a good feeling. And we left. We were like, yeah, let's go.
No, hold on, because this is the most important part. So we got...
I don't even remember this.
Bro.
I remember it, like,
but also, do you remember you, like, thought you saw something? Like, you thought you saw someone, like, hanging from the bridge or something?
Mm-hmm. So that's what the like, story is, because there's a camp down there. And these boys, or these kids, like, snuck out. They didn't want to be there anymore. And they... on the bridge, and that's like when you go under the bridge. When you go under the bridge 3 times, the 3rd time you're supposed to see them.
So then we were like, we saw this
and I thought I saw someone.
We saw this graveyard. It's like right near it. That's also supposedly, I guess, haunted. So we like pulled off. We pulled off.
My mom was driving us.
Me and Casey got out, because we were, like, going to try to walk to the cemetery. And when we got out, I kid you not, there were these bushes right next to us, and it happened again. We heard noises from the bushes again, and this time I actually was like, ah! Because I thought it was animals again.
Yeah, but I also think that like, when at the road, it was a little windy. But I don't remember if it was windy at that point. Oh, well, I don't know.
It literally sounded like there was something in the bushes moving and rustling around. I swear to God.
So again, either animal or something else.
I felt it was so weird. I was like, did something follow us, bro? That's what I was wondering, because I was like, there's no way this just happened twice.
Yeah.
And we didn't even end up going to the cemetery, because we were like,
I'm not. But, I went home that night and I stayed.
Yeah.
Like, it was just...
Because we were talking about the thing that I got on the Sear app on the way home, and I'm like, I'm not feeling so comfortable.
No. Yeah, I saged a lot when we got home.
Also, Kelsey Davies and Chris Starr went there.
Yeah, we are huge Kelsey Davies and Chris Starr fans. Like, that's what inspired me to make this YouTube channel and pretty much do kind of what they do and open myself up spiritually. And we're gonna have way more experiences and I want to share it with you guys. So, is that it?
Oh, and by the way, should we mention that we're going there?
We're gonna go there again.
We're going there again!
This is the first video of like 4. So this is one of 4 videos. I'm so excited to share them with you guys.
Yeah!
Yay! So I think that's it. I think that's all we have for this video. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I don't know why she's laughing at me.
Because you're like, please like and subscribe.
Guys, she's bullying me. She's judging me hard.
I am not. I'm not bullying. Guys, don't listen to her. I'm not bullying her.
She is very much bullying me.
No.
Anyway, bye guys.